Honestly, there was a time when I didn't think any more Air Force Ones would ever be in my sneaker collection, but things change. What's good guys, Ash Bash, back again with another sneaker review. This is for the Nike Air Force One Low in the wheat and dark mocha colorway. So yes, another pickup and another pair of Air Force Ones. I can't remember how many Air Force Ones reviews I've thrown up, but I've actually picked up a few in the last year or so, more than I ever imagined I would. But it's nice to have them back in my collection and whatnot. But yeah, this colorway right here, it wasn't really a pair that I saw myself actually going for. They came out on the sneakers app, I kind of passed on it, they sold out pretty quickly. And then Offspring posted that they were for sale on their website. I thought, let me check. If it goes in my cart, I'm going to cop. If it doesn't, whatever. Went in my cart, it went through, and I messaged one of my girlfriend's sisters. I said, hey, you got Offspring discount code? Used it. Under retail, why the heck not? So yeah, let's get to this review for this shoe. So here's the box, black box, Nike Air Force One. On the top of the box here, on the side of the box it says Air Force One Low Retro SP in the colorway wheat and dark mocha. And this shoe right here is part of the old Japan.co.JP.co thing that's going on right now with Nike, which is basically bringing back a bunch of shoes that were released in, I think, Japan only, or released in Japan first. This one came out back in, I think, 2001 and hasn't been released since. Some people, like myself, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's just the Flax Air Force Ones that come out every winter, but they're a different pair to the Flax, which you will see. So yeah, stuck into the box, show you these shoes. And boom, here is the shoe in all its glory. And yeah, this ain't your typical Air Force One wheat. There's a lot more going on, especially here. So yeah, let's get some more details of the shoe and show you some more close-ups of this bad boy right now. So silhouette wise, this is your standard Nike Air Force One Low. Nothing has changed here, except what makes it different to your standard sort of Flax or wheat Air Force One Low or mid that comes out sometimes. I think they're even releasing one again this year, is that you got this crazy midsole. So the midsole on the shoe, it kind of reminds me of like a cheesecake, kind of like one of those really lovely cheesecakes, but it is like a translucent mustardy sort of color right underneath there. Very striking, very different. Some people love it, some people hate it. At first I was like, I don't know, but seeing it in person, it's actually quite fire. It's more yellowy than I expected it to be, but that's not really a bad thing. So the bottom of the shoe is done in this super lovely full-on mocha sole. Then you get obviously to that midsole, which is crazy, which is that translucent look with the sort of yellowy mustard color. You got the air there in mocha. Then you got this sort of separation here between where you get to the upper and the midsole, which is done in this mocha again. Very strange effect where it goes across the sort of seams of the two shoes where they're together. It's a very nice touch. Then besides that, the whole shoe, the whole top part of the shoe is done in this nubuck material. And for a Nike anyways, it's actually not too shabby. You do get a lot of, not a lot, you do get a lot of, I said a lot twice. You do get some marks on this shoe, which whenever it's like a suede shoe or corduroy with Nike, I kind of expect it, because unlike brands like Saucony, New Balance and whatnot, these guys just don't seem to take care of their products. It's things like they made it, just throw it in a box and it turns out how it turns out. My pair is not too bad. I would never say it is amazing. You got like the odd kind of marks. I don't know if you can see if it's going to pop up on this camera. Hopefully it does, but around here basically there's some sort of kind of marks, but literally looking down at my feet I'm never going to see it, so it's not that big a deal. But I've seen some pairs with some gigantic scratches on the shoe, glue marks everywhere. I've got a few little tiny bits of glue, but nothing crazy, nothing worth me returning it and trying to get another pair for it. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. Another mark there, if you can see that as well. So it is what it is, kind of what you expect with Nike, which is a shame because the biggest sneaker company has the worst quality most times, but that's Nike for you. So yeah, the whole top of the shoe is done in nubuck, that sort of change color nubuck, in this wheat colorway. Very cool. The nice contrast between the top, the middle and the bottom. It's a nice little look, changing things up a bit. Sock line of the shoe is done in brown, or that mocha colorway, and inside the shoe, which way is it? This way. It's got Nike Air in wheat inside there, and the laces coming off this shoe is these wheat color laces, which obviously makes sense. The only thing I could see them swapping out with color wise on the laces would be if it had the dark mocha laces, or maybe even this sort of mustardy color, but I don't think that would bang off too crazy. Fit of these shoes, your standard Air Force One. If you know what your size is in that, that's the size you should get in these. I wear a true to size UK 10, same as I wear all my Jordans and whatnot, and it fits me fine. Air Force Ones aren't the most comfortable shoe of all time for me anyway. Some people think they are. I used to think they were back in the day, but I don't know if my feet have gotten wider as I've gotten older, but they're not the most comfortable shoes of all time, but they're comfortable enough. Obviously it has an air unit deep inside here. Obviously one of the first basketball sort of sneakers that had an air unit, I guess. So yeah, it's a fire shoe, well worth picking up. I don't know if it's sold out everywhere, because obviously Offspring had it. If I do find it anywhere, I'll try and link it below in the description, but I cannot imagine these have any resale value at all. But as usual, let's do a quick check on StockX.
"12 seconds later."
Right now it is, the last sale was £122. I can't remember what retail was, but as I said, I got a bit of a discount. I think I paid like 105 or something like that. So maybe that is probably around retail at the moment. So if you want a pair, it's going to cost you whatever the shipping and fees cost you for wherever you live, but it's not going to be much over retail. So well worth a cop in my opinion, but do be wary that the quality control, it's Nike after all, so it might be a little bit funky dunky, but it's a good shoe. I'm digging it. Glad to add it to the collection. I have bought a lot of shoes this year as usual, and a lot of shoes that I think to myself in the long run, why did I buy that? But I don't think this is going to be one of those pairs towards the end of the year that I'm thinking, why did I buy that? Sort of shoe that gets released every time around this sort of time of the year towards Christmas. It's a banger, kind of like your Nike version of a Timberland boot, but it is what it is. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notifications every time I upload. Follow me on Instagram, Ashbrash Sneakers. Dope pictures posted every day pretty much. And yeah, I'm out. Later, yo.